Eat, sleep, work, repeat. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. That's kind of 99% of my days, Monday through Friday. Okay, on the weekend, your boy's partying, your boy's doing everything, you're having a good time, might be doing some things that I can't tell the feds, but that's kind of how I live my life. I've just been realizing that that's most of people's life. Eat, sleep, work, repeat. And I think this internship has showed me that there are people that are 20 and 30 years older than me. There are people that are in my parents' age. And I look at myself and it forces me to think, is this all I'm gonna do? Eat, sleep, work, repeat. Is there anything more than eating and sleeping, going to work, and then repeating until what? And then you go life, death, retirement somewhere in the middle, and then you work a little bit. I think working in an office showed me that there's a bunch of unwritten rules. I made a joke. Here's what I don't understand. So we have a lot of French people. We have a couple of French people on my team. And I wanted to say merci, which means thanks. And then my immediate thought was, oh, maybe that's racist. In what world is saying thanks racist? But that's what corporate America does to your mind. I think that working in an office is a completely different, it's a different environment because I'm so used to just customers, and more customers. I'm used to dealing with illiterate people. Now I'm the one that can't read. I'm the one that doesn't know what people are saying because people speak in acronyms. Like, oh, we have to do the SRP and the INP and the DNF and the SOS LOL. I mean, all these acronyms that I have no idea what they're saying, and I just have to somehow play along. And here's another crazy thing about corporate America. I made a joke that there's so many acronyms, we need a Duolingo, and you know what I got met with? Crickets. Okay, fine, maybe I'm not funny, but where's the soul? Like, where's the heart? I'm trying my very best to not get fired. I'm trying my very, very, very best. You know, results may vary, and shipping and handling not included, but I'm trying my very best to not get fired, and I really hope that I don't. But I think I get this kind of, well, I call it existential depression, but I don't know, maybe nihilism. Who knows what word? I can't really think. I don't have a dictionary on me. And I don't have the Duolingo course to learn the vocabulary for what word to describe that sense of, wow, there's people that have been doing this for 30 years. Like they started in their 20s and now they're in their 50s and they're just, hoping and praying that the government doesn't collapse so that they can collect their Social Security. That's kind of what people in their 50s are looking forward to. Now, anybody who's under 40 knows that, anyone below 40 knows that Social Security, we ain't getting that. We are not getting, I am not getting a pension. So I don't know who needed to hear this. I don't know, I'm so sorry to tell you, you're not getting your Social Security if you're under the age of 40. Yep, maybe 41, maybe things will will inflate our currency enough, but that's besides the point. I think that this cycle that I'm now finding myself in is kind of something that forces me to really think, is this all that I am? Is this all? Is this all? Eat, sleep, work, repeat. That's what people do. I mean, yeah, you could be religious. Yes, you can do that on the weekend. And then, and then maybe some workplaces will accommodate you and give you a prayer room. And my workplace, if you're a breastfeeding mama, they'll give you, you can breastfeed your baby, just whip out, bing, bang, boom, you're lactating, bam, you gotta get those milkers off or whatever. I don't know what people do. But yes, some workplaces will accommodate you, and because you might need accommodation. If milk is coming out of you, that's something else. But the things that people look forward to, I just can't relate to. I feel so out of place, and I don't think time is gonna, time fixes everything. I don't think time fixes out of place, because I've been black for 25 years and I thought time would fix that. I thought I would become, I thought I would get some kind of something, but nope, still black after 25 years. Probably gonna be black for the next 25, who knows? I might, maybe at the 50th anniversary of being black, you've become white, who knows? But I just realized that I'm in this cycle, and It's great. I'm very grateful. Like, I'm not complaining. This isn't a rant video. This is kind of me recognizing that this is kind of what you prepare most children for. And it's crazy. You go through the school system, you do this, and I've talked about this. And well, another tangent is that we spend more money on prisoners than education in some parts of America. You know, God bless America. You know, freedom of the free. You know, leader of the free world. A big, almost, you almost want. This is almost what. This is kind of, the office is some people's church. They go, they perform their worship, they do their HR documents, or who knows what Excel spreadsheet you're working on. I don't care about your drop-down menus or your VLOOKUP or macros. And like, that's it. They perform their worships and then they go home. Like, that's kind of, anything devoid of that is, we don't really answer those questions. We don't really focus on community. You're kind of just isolated. And the crazier thing is, my team is mainly remote. So I go into the office just to spend time on Zoom calls. And the reason, it's because I'm an intern, so I have to go into the office. If it were up to me, I would just, I would be a CEO in my sweatpants. I would be a sweatpants CEO, but, your boys got to go to the office to fulfill some requirement, because some MBA thought it was wise to have, your butt in a seat. And I just wonder, is there anything more? Am I doing something wrong? Was I supposed to be fulfilled? Well, more money solves up, like, well, more, is it just, okay, I just need to put more time into work, more money, and then somehow, bam, all my questions will get answered. But at the moment, that's not really happening. I'm actually getting more questions than I do answers. That's a big theme in my life, I have more questions than I do answers, and I don't really have the tools to solve them, but, we'll see what happens. And I just recognize that this is, I don't know if I were to have children, or what, if a girl were to text me back, I think I need to first get over that hurdle before I think of children. But I don't know if I would tell them, about working in an office and being so fulfilled. Maybe I would have a different perspective because I would have a family to come home to. Maybe, but at the moment, since I don't have a family, don't got a dog, and I'm allergic to cats, figuratively and literally, because I go to the office, do my thing, and then, and people like get so excited. Oh, it's breakfast Taco Tuesdays. Oh, it's lunch Fridays. And I mean, is this really, like, is this it? And that probably will be a big theme of the summers. Is this it? Like, is this like the end of the, I pay off my student loan and then what? I'm just some consumer. I pay bills and that's it. The whole marriage, whatever. Gen Z ain't doing that marriage thing. People aren't having babies like that. Unless your name is Nick Cannon or Elon Musk, you're not really doing any of that. And so I just wonder if maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to, just come to the office with a smile and I'll take on the day. But at the moment, I just realize, like, when I look at somebody 30 years older than me, I realize, I almost see myself, because if I just did only that for 30 years, I would be so just like, I would feel empty. Legitimately, I would feel empty. And I don't know how to deal with that emptiness. That, okay, like, you go to an office, you do work that's abstracted, like, I don't know the impact of what I'm just doing. I'm just moving zeros and ones around, and somehow somebody on, some dude in India, some dude in South America, maybe a Chinaman out here, some person in Mexico is impacted by what I do. Maybe not. I don't know. Like, I'm so separated from the impact that who knows what I'm doing. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. My socials will be linked down below and at the end of this video. We're on the road to 500. So please subscribe, and then, we can get to 500. After 500, the channel shuts down. We're done. I've made it, and I don't need people anymore. But no, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And if you made it this far, thank you. Have a good day.